It's your TTA Pro, Mr. O, back with another episode. النهارده هنحل مع بعض امتحان EST Advanced Writing Test 15 LFG. Let's go. Which establishes the main topic of the passage. So when you're dealing with the main topic of the passage, احنا ممكن نقرا مثلا ال topic sentences, for example, ال concluding sentences. لما نيجي نعمل الحاجات دي هيوضح لنا برضو what is the topic or topic sentence و concluding sentence هنا وهنا. So let's actually go through أول حاجة the ideas. So she proposed a radical new approach for the field of design. In Oxman's view, the 21st century architectural design was stubbornly rooted in the design principles of the industrial era. Oxman argued designers could begin to grow or fabricate structures from seamless, multifunctional materials that would be both integrated to the surrounding environment. Okay, so I assume she wants to update. عايزة تعمل update للdesign material نفسه. عايزة تعمل update للdesign material نفسه. She used 3D printing زي ما شايفين هنا برضو مكتوب هنا. What else؟ ايه تاني برضو Oxman عملته؟ Oxman introduced the concept material ecology has garnered acclaim and influenced designers worldwide. Okay. His solution was a single material fade shading structure that could cover buildings like the petals on a flower, able to open. So again, زي ما احنا قلنا, the main focus here or topic, it's about materials. It's about using مثلا أعتقد natural materials. It's about using natural materials. And there's several locations زي ما وريتكم. So let's check our answers here. Oxman established herself as a rising star in design, okay. Featured in both peer-reviewed scholarly journals and popular magazines. So المشكلة في إجابة A بيتكلم عن rising star شخصية or شهر Oxman. However, the passage بيركز لنا على الماتيريالز هي استخدمتها. فanswer A ما تنفعش. So Oxman envisioned ecological design paradigm. Biology, engineering, and computer science, she called this approach material ecology. Okay, 100% الإجابة بتاعتنا إجابة B. عشان كان بيتكلم عن إزاي هي بتعمل new materials, new designs, وإزاي هي بتستخدم I guess ال environment حواليها, organic ways, biological structures. In the next paragraph specifically عشان يساعدها في الdesigns دولت. So I like answer B. مشكلة في answer C, we have material ecology بس okay she coined the term material ecology. طيب ايه بقى؟ So الباسج كلها عن ازاي هي اخترعت الاسم material ecology? No. Start to discover a new way to build things. والمشكلة في إجابة D, it is too vague, مش specific زي إجابة D. So we're going to choose B as the answer. Question number 2, which supports the idea to the previous sentence? Okay, so in previous sentence بيقول لي early 21st century architectural design was stubbornly rooted in the design principles of the industrial era. Okay, so لازم يقول لي how it was rooted. Okay, أو يديني example صح عشان بيقول لي supports the idea. So عايزين support الفكرة مثلا ال design is stuck in the 21st century مثلا. Assembled with discrete mass-produced interchangeable parts, most structures were built like machines. Okay, ده ليه علاقة بالindustrial era صح؟ عشان industrial era الtime period كان فيه مثلا large growth for machines or the application of machines. So I like answer A. Answer A is a good answer. المشكلة في answer B, it doesn't support the previous sentence. That's the problem here. It doesn't really support عشان هو بيقول لنا أكسمن برضو عملت إيه. Okay, she studied things like bone, wood, feathers, and shells, بس برضو إزاي ده بيsupport the previous sentence. لازم يركز لي على previous sentence حاجة ليها علاقة مثلا with how الديزاين الموجود النهاردة شبه الديزاين الموجودة من زمان. Again, this doesn't support برضو the previous sentence. We're going to go with answer A. Number 3. So notice number 3, this is a punctuation question, comma, period, comma. So عايزين ندور على independent ideas. برضو عايزين ندور على the number of independent ideas كمان. Okay, so we have a few things here. أول حاجة المشكلة بتاعتنا في إجابة A. You have a comma splice in answer A. You have a comma splice independent idea, comma independent idea. This is always incorrect. Idea number one, conventional construction processes were in contrast to the dynamic organic ways. Idea number two, their material is not secondary but an essential aspect of design. So it's a comma splice. إجابة B is الانسر بتاعتنا independent comma dependent because of where check. Answer C is unacceptable عشان period ثم ال dependent idea creates a fragment and answer D ما عملناش حاجة. We still have a comma splice. So هنا نقول إجابة B. Question number 4. Okay, so question number 4, we're looking at parallel structure بنعرف ازاي عايزين parallel structure because of the word and. So عايزين نبدأ من هنا multifunctional materials that would be both, okay, word pair برضو, okay, word pair, both integrated into and responsive to, okay. So I assume these are two adjectives, right? For answer A, I don't see a problem. Let's see answer B. Integrated on, no. Integrated by الprepositions دولت غلط. Integrated for أساسا هو مش parallelism. It's actually كي بيركز لي على المعنى الpreposition. Answer A عشان integrated into يعني أنا بجيب حاجة وبحطها في حاجة تانية. I mix it together. So when I mix two things مع بعض, it goes into it. Not on it, على or by. By بيشرح ازاي بنعمل حاجة. So that's not acceptable. And for again عشان. So again that بيغير المينينج. Number 5. We have a fragment here in question number 5. Simon Schleicher is my subject. And then we have a comma followed as verb. So question number 5, you're dealing with a subject, comma, verb. Answer B, ممكن. Answer C, ما عملناش حاجة, it's a fragment. And answer D. So we're going to go with answer D here. Information اللي جاي في النص ده is not essential. So I want you guys to remember أو احفظوا structure. لو عندي مثلا name وبعد النيم بيديني description. الديسكريبشن ده بيبقى non essential. So مثلا جاي في جامعة كذا أو مثلا شغال في كذا أو مثلا اتولد في كذا. So طالما الديسكريبشن بيجي بعد الاسم it's non essential. بس لو العكس, لو عندي description ثم الاسم, لا الاسم بيبقى essential بقى. So keep that in mind. Description بيبقى non essential لكن الاسم بيبقى essential. Question number 6. Okay, so here question number 6. Well, what do we have now? We have an independent idea colon. احفظوا برضو الستراكشر ده. Independent idea colon وبعد الكولون جاي باقي الفكرة. So here Simon Schleicher followed Oxman's biomimetic approach colon, right? Independent colon. بعد كده بيدين الاكسبليشن احنا عايزينها. Answer A is good. Answer B مشكلة في إجابة B السيميكولون عشان لازم يجي بعديها subject and verb. ممكن ال ing يبقى subject بس ما فيهاش verb. ما فيهاش verb. So it's a fragment. Answer C designing back colon. This is a fragment. عشان designing shading systems. I mean احنا كده we have adjourned وبعد adjourned عندنا الاسم and it's a bit weird. Answer D زي answer C. You're creating a fragment there. So هنا نقول إجابة A. Number 7. Number 7, I like these questions. Recognizing the insufficiency. شايفين ازاي ببدأ بالing وازاي عندي comma. So بعد ing phrase بعد الكاما لازم يجي لي subject. بعد ing وكاما يجي لي subject. So ing comma subject to verb ولازم subject بتاع ing phrase. فبمعنى ايه؟ بمعنى هنا who is recognizing. So Schleicher's designs, that's recognizing? No, that's illogical. Schleicher. صح Schleicher. This is a good answer عشان this is the correct subject للmodifier. The elastic movements هم اللي بيعملوا recognizing؟ لا. And برضو إجابة D زي إجابة C. So هنا نقول إجابة B Schleicher. Number 8. Which is an effective transition from the previous paragraph to this one, okay? Okay, so question number 8 we want to transition. So the previous paragraph هنا بيتكلم عن البرودكت اللي هو اخترعها، بيتكلم عن البرودكت هو اخترعها. بعدين برضو هنا in fact, Oxman herself is at work essaying the conceits of her fancy, I guess her designs, where she's a professor. Her recent projects include, so برضو هنا بيتكلم عن البروجects اللي هي عملتها. So answer A is a good answer عشان Schleicher's design اللي ده is just one application born from Oxman's progressive design philosophy. So this is just one application ولما يجي يقول just one ده كده بيقول فيه أكتر، وفي الباراجراف اللي بعديها بيقول لي إيه أو بيشرح لي إيه الأكتر دولت. So I like answer A. So answer B is not a good transition عشان ده بيربط بس مع الانفورميشن اللي قبليها مش الانفورميشن اللي بعديها. Again, the next paragraph answer C مش بترانزيشن برضو عشان الباراجراف بيتكلم عن more projects، بيتكلم عن ايه more projects. So عايزين some sort of introduction بيقول لنا عن more projects دولت. Answer D is not a good transition. So هنا نقول answer A. Question number 9. Oxman herself is at work essaying the conceits of her fancy. This is too strong. It doesn't match the tone. That passage. Cooking up fresh stuff. This is informal. Developing new ideas. شايفين زي this is moderate language. So here نقول إجابة C. Following her hunches. برضو this is informal. هنا نقول إجابة C. Developing new ideas. This is normal language. زي الباسج برضو بيبقى normal language. Question number 10. So here, question number 10, as you can see, أول حاجة بشوفها, we have a redundant piece of information, keeping and sustaining life. That's what we're doing, right? Keeping and sustaining مع بعض نفس المينينग. Sustaining human biological systems during a period of space travel. I mean, human biological systems, I mean, I could just say life, right? The preservation of life while traveling on a journey through space. Yeah, I like answer C. This is again more direct. Sustaining life during space travel. Hmm. 1 second. Her recent project included 3D printed garment designed for sustaining life during space travel, and a room-sized structural dome spun entirely. Yeah, so I'm sorry. We're gonna go with answer D. We're gonna go with answer D. Because the other ones are just really wordy. I mean, كل ده ممكن يتقال في الأربع كلمات دولت. So here we're going to say answer D. And finally, question number 11. We want a sentence that offers a general assessment of the main topic. Okay, so what is the main topic of the passage? Can بيتكلم عن Oxman and her designs. صح؟ Oxman and her designs. So answer A is too specific. بيتكلم عن the housing structures. So it's too specific للpassage. السؤال بيسألنا generally عن the main topic. Her work has been expanded into the realm of high fashion. This is new information في آخر الpassage وده ما تنفعش. At the vanguard of her field, Oxman is looking far beyond the conventions of the present to define the future of design. Maybe. Okay, I like answer D. Actually, answer D is specific, or it's the topic Oxman, her inspiration from the natural world. This is the focus, and then she will certainly not be the last. A good conclusion. عشان يقول it's a general assessment. يقول well هي مش أول واحدة مش آخر واحدة. So this is a general assessment عشان basically the judgment that there will be more people زي Oxman. So this is passage 1. Let's go to passage number 2. Okay. Okay, so universally celebrated and world famous, this indicates redundancy. This indicates redundancy. And containing one of the most important art collections, a vast collection of undisputed masterpieces. I mean, we have redundancy here. So I wouldn't say answer A. Answer B, again, and C, it's the same thing. They're all redundant عشان بيكلمنا عن زي الموزيوم فيها الart collection. I'm going to go here with answer D. Delete it بسبب redundancy. Question number 13, which sets up the information that follows. Okay. So, in spite of the great variety, the artworks in the exhibit titled Unfinished Thoughts Left Visible share striking commonality, whether it was because the artist could not keep working or made the deliberate decision to stop, each work is incomplete. Okay. Each work is incomplete. So we want to transition بعد information that beginning with those made by Renaissance masters and concluding with contemporary works. So المشكلة في answer A, it's too specific لقبليها. We want to transition to the ones that follow زي instructions بيقول لنا. So you have to follow instructions. A is no good answer. Answer B, some visitors might initially find inadequate مش كفاية عشان it is incomplete صح؟ Some people will find it incomplete. So answer B إجابة كويسة. Answer C, again too specific للي قبليها مش اللي بعديها. That is off topic. Answer D is off topic. So هنا نقول answer B. Some visitors find inadequate ليه؟ عشان الباسج بيكلمنا عن incomplete work. So some people might find it unattractive. Number 14. So some works was like subject, comma, verb. This subject verb agreement. Some works were. Okay. A is singular, B is singular, D is singular. It's subject بتاعتنا, it is plural. هنقول إجابة B were subject verb agreement. Number 15. So number 15 بيتكلم عن work كبير. It's a big work. Okay, it's a large work. So هنقول عليها ambitious لما تيجي تقول ambitious work. and بولن bound project حجمه كبير جدا. Enthusiastic ده ليه علاقة بemotion. Okay, يعني electrifying or lots of energy. Industrious معناها hard work. Again هل احنا بنتكلم عن hard worker؟ لا. And determined, this determined work لا ده الشخص. So B C و D يوصف شخص بس ما ينفعش يوصف work. A ينفع توصف work. Number 16. 10 عشان هنا past, present, future, present. I mean, it was unfinished. It was left unfinished هنا 1628. Do we have other clues يقول لنا احنا في past? 3 years later still had not. So نيجي نتكلم برضو عن Rubens. We see it's in the past برضو conversation. So we're going to say answer D, filled, as in the past tense verb. Number 17. Okay, so number 17 we have a fragment. Look, we use a semicolon زي ما قلت لكم مليون ألف مرة, two independent ideas. We have one here بس بعد السيميكولون مش موجودة. Planning to paint over an arm later. So طلبة يقولوا well ده verb. أقول لكم لا, الانفينيتيف مش محسوب verb. الانفينيتيف مش محسوب verb. So I have a problem there. It's a fragment. وبرضو let's check the other answers. Okay, so I'm gonna go with answer D here. Ruben, let me change the color برضو. Ruben filled the enormous canvas with dynamic brushstrokes. Okay, independent idea, comma, ing. Sketching out dramatic battle scene with a fierce three-armed soldier at its center. شايفين الكوما ده مش عشان بنفس ideas, عشان بنفصل adjective من adjective. So we continue reading عادي. So this double comma وبعد كده برضو جاية ing بعديها. So هنا عندنا independent idea, comma, ing phrase, comma, ing phrase وده تنفع. This is correct structure ما فيهاش عيب. هنقول answer D. Number 18. Okay, so here with question number 18 we have a fragment. مش عارف ليه بنقول comma and abandoning. I mean and هنا comma and المفروض يجي بعدها subject verb أو list مثلا, ما عندناش ده ولا ده. So answer A ما تنفعش, it's a fragment. وبرضه ما فيش independent idea. 3 years later, Ruben still had not decided which arm to remove. One, or excuse me, عايزين one هنا. Look at one بيبقى زي that وبيبقى زي who وبيبقى زي which. One specifically محتاجة subject and verb connection. So هنا عندنا one comma, right? Follow my pen, comma. So لازم برضو هنا يجي subject to verb على طول. So it'll be answer B, he abandoned. إجابة C و D ما بيعملوش كده. So they create fragments, subordinate fragments. Number 19. Should we add the following sentence? The work features a painter turned away from her self-portrait in progress. طبعا. طبعا. ليه؟ عشان بيوصف لي the work. Right? مش هو بيكلمني عن the painting untitled وده بيكمل ال conversation وبيدينا details عن ال painting of Untitled. So yes, we should add this. It explains why Marshall left his painting unfinished. No, it details it. It provides details, oh, right, about the painting that are necessary for understanding the main idea of the paragraph. So هنا نقول إجابة B. Question number 20. Okay. Interesting question here. The painting's incompleteness encourages viewers to imagine finishing the work themselves. More than that, though. So more than that بتransition بيزود لنا information with though هنا when you attach it, it contrasts or limits the previous information. So it doesn't just do this, برضو بيعمل كده. So I like answer A here. I give it A, no change. In other words, we indicate summary and we don't have a summary. On the contrary, معناها عكس مش عكس الفكرة, it adds to الفكرة. In the final analysis برضو, there's no support there. فهنا نقول answer A. Number 21, which provides a conclusion to the paragraph. مش هو بيقول الناس هيكملوا البينتينج صح؟ So it encourages people to finish the work themselves. It provokes them to reflect on the scarcity of black subjects in the artistic canon. Okay. So Marshall is inspired by the work of African American artists. So this is off topic. عايزين التوبيك نفسه يبقى يكلم مثلا عن الaudience و اسمه إيه؟ Marshall and the painting, right? عشان that's the main focus of the paragraph. Answer B. His work appeared in major museums. طيب أنا مالي برضو. You know, how does this conclude the paragraph؟ عايزين نتكلم عن الaudience برضو. Born in Alabama. ماليش دعوة برضو اتولد فين. Okay, answer D. Well, Marshall seems to have left undone عشان بيتكلم عن the previous information, the incomplete painting actually allows Untitled to fulfill his artistic purpose. And what's the artistic purpose؟ عشان الناس يقعدوا يفكروا the effect of black people in painting and art. And finally, question number 22. Paintings by Rubens and Marshall demonstrate. مش احنا قلنا don't put names for non-essential phrases. So don't do that. Answer B. Names are generally important. فده دلوقتي كان passage number 2. Let's jump into passage number 3. So a typical length of 23 of 10 meters or more عشان or combines the number of meters مع more. So ما ينفعش نقفل البرانتسيز قبليها كده كده لازم نقفل البرانتسيز صح. So يا A يا C ما ينفعش إجابة B و D عشان عايزين نقفل البرانتسيز وهنا إجابة D عشان or combines the two parts دولت فما ينفعش نقفل البرانتسيز قبليها. Question number 24, which combines these sentences. Okay. Okay, so the researchers collected length data for living mysticete species. I'm gonna remove they عشان خلاص قلنا researchers. نقول estimating. بكتب لكم بس من مخي مش شرط يبقى صح. Right. Estimating the typical length of several. Estimating from fossils. Right. I guess we're gonna remove all of this. بعد عن semicolons when combining sentences usually speaking عشان ده كده ما عملناش حاجة. طالما الباقي grammatically punctuation wise بيبقى صح, you don't need the semicolon, you know. So this is what we have, right? So الفرق B, C و D, and from fossils of extinct ones estimate the typical length of several, and from fossils estimated, yeah, from of extinct ones we don't need this further. Estimate the typical length of several extinct mysticide species. هنا إجابة C برضو مش واضحة بالنسبة لنا. Here we're going to hit you with answer D. So I put comma estimating بس هنا قال لي and estimated. So that's one way to combine sentences عن طريق الverbs. Number 25. So it appeared around. Okay. So the first species, species living, species extinct. Okay. The first species was about what? 35 million years ago, 34 million years ago. Give it B. Then شايفين اهو. Number 26. Okay, so let's see, which most accurately represents data in the graph? So عايزين نتكلم عن the most abundant mysticide species had a typical length of 6 meters. I wouldn't say typical length of 6 meters. I would say ما بين, geez, 5, I guess, and 10 meters. I guess 5 and 10 meters or something like that. So no, the most abundant species had a typical length of only about 6 meters. Yeah, we can't really support that. Honestly, I shouldn't. It's a lot there, a lot of different ones. Nearly half of species had typical length of less than 5. I mean, we can't really support this either. Barely half less than 5 meters. تحت هنا. هو ده عيد بقى. Species had typical 12 meters. The largest had a typical length of 12 meters. I mean, I'm just. I mean, okay, so these are all technically true, but let's see here. The first known species appeared 30 million years ago and had a 7 meter length. Based on the hypotheses that we're testing, the researchers had expected the fossil data to show a shift towards gigantism. Okay, there you go. So the previous idea, because I was so confused and قاعد بقول well ده يتحل ازاي عشان كله مش صح, لازم ارجع الباسج ولازم اقرا الباسج. And so here in previous information بيقول لي most of them became giants, or افتكروا most of them became giants, but then when they do this study they found that they weren't giants, they were actually small. So we want to indicate that أغلبهم كانوا صغيرين مش giants. So answer D is the best answer. Most mysticete species had a length of less than 5 meters. عشان this supports the contrast or the surprise. Answer B doesn't do that. Right? We need more emphasis on the surprise نفسه. And so answer D does that. Let's continue question number 27. In fact, the data suggested مش هنتكلم في الباست, right? مش هنتكلم اللي حصل في اللي فات, بنتكلم عن what the data indicated. So the data suggested ليه نغير التنس, right? Why are we shifting tense? Number 28. Cycles of glacial formation and retreat. Okay, parallelism, right? Here for number 28. Entered an ice age with many cycles of glacial formation. So this is a noun, and retreat. Retreat ده ممكن يبقى noun or verb حسب استخدامها. هنا it is used as a noun. Number 29. Changes in air temperature cause one to shift. That shift into which. I mean, she doesn't know that shift, right? We could just say which على طول. Which in turn that shift ينفع, right? But it's a bit redundant there. نقول which على طول. الإجابة دي هيعمل comma splice. Number 30. I don't know why we're contrasting. It has more nutrients to rise up towards the surface, so more nutrients meant more available food. So cause and effect relationship. ما عندناش كده. صح, كلهم عكس. D. كلهم عكس D. Number 31. Okay, so he described as بعدين بيقول لي as ده بيكمل الفريز. So ليه نحط أي حاجة ما بين as والباقي؟ Usually comma as or as punctuation بتبقى غلط. So here we're gonna go with answer B. The other answers are fragments. Number 32. Um, according to a large size allows a whale to take a giant bite and vacillate more easily between areas rich in food. I think vacillate means حاجة يبقى empty. No. هو بيقول between areas areas between food. So بيتحرك من مكان لمكان وبيتكلم عن الأكل. So ambulate, migrate. So migrate indicates movement. صح? We're talking about movement here. We're talking about movement. So here we're gonna go with answer B, migrate. Here we're going to go with answer B, migrate. Number 33. Where do we put this sentence? With food being only occasionally plentiful, gigantism gave the mysticetes several key advantages. So عايزين نتكلم عن ده عن advantages. So الجملة دي تيجي قبل ال advantages. If you remember clearly, where do we discuss advantages? Here, the large size allows. This is an advantage. So هنا we're talking about the advantages, and then it gave the mysticetes several key advantages. I'm sorry. And then بيشرح بقى كل advantages. A larger body can do this to sustain a whale while feeding. So we're going to say after sentence number 3. And find, oh, that was passage number 3. Now we are now on passage number 4. Okay, so and for years, succeeded in evicting the gardeners. Yeah, succeed. نجحوا. Not succeeded for. Not succeeded يسحب. Not succeeded at برضو. Succeed معناها يسحب. Succeed معناها ينجح. Number 35. After the residents, well, we talk about the gardeners, so it's plural. So residents المفروض يبقى plural برضو. So هنا نقول إجابة B. So عندنا S apostrophe وبعديها بيجي noun forced departure. Keep that in mind. Number 36. The land returned back. No. مش لازم أقول كلمة back عشان returned معناها back. عشان returned معناها back. So this is redundancy. So the land returned to disuse. The other answers are redundant. Number 37, combining the sentence. So a plague on the city, on many cities are vacant lots on Okama, which often languish. So مش لازم أقول these vacant lots, مش لازم أقول الاسم ده تاني. They are often languishing, so it's a bit poor structure here. Plaguing many cities often are vacant lots. No, we want active form. Vacant lots plague many cities, often languishing. زي ما احنا قلنا. So here we want to say answer C. Enter D. It's correct. كده كده combining sentences هيديكوا 4 إجابات صح من ناحية style and punctuation. It's your job to choose the best, most effective style. Okay. Number 38. Not only, but also, right? Not only and, no. Done. Not only, but also. مش محتاجة too much there. Number 39, which sets up the discussion that follows. I think number 39 here. Let's see. Individuals can work together and in tandem with local institutions and governments too. Okay. So they're working together. So they work together to make a lot or a garden. So the individuals and the government work together عشان يعملوا garden. So عايزين جملة ديتي introduce example, right? So soil contaminants بس ما كلمناش عن soil contaminants في الانفورميشن اللي بعديها. Create thriving community gardens relatively quickly. My answer is B عشان بعديها بيقول لي example of building a community garden. Number 40. احنا قلنا كتير قوي job plus name or description plus name النيم ده بيبقى essential، ما ينفعش ياخد قاموس، مش هنقعد نتكلم كتير هنا. الإجابة بتاعتنا إجابة D. 41 which transitions برضو another transitional sentence، مش هنخلص transitional sentences في الامتحان ده صح؟ The city of Fairmont facilitated the building of a bridge and paved the roads around the garden for easier access. So we're talking about easier access وزي الcity ساعدهم. Okay. وزي الcity ساعدهم. So we'll go with answer D. In addition to aiding Blaze in securing land, so احنا بنقول برضو الcity ده عمل ايه ليهم. So they secured the land for them. برضو they built for them roads. Number 42. Here we're talking about the past, right? We're talking about the past. So because we're talking about the past, مش هينفع نقول B ولا D. It's either A or C, right? The garden had already begun to flourish by the fall when funding, this is the subject, for the bridge and other projects, the preposition from infatual subject يجي هنا. When funding was, هنا نقول إجابة D, ing singular. The writer wants to revise the underlined sentence, respect yielding nutrient foods that would otherwise be difficult for residents to obtain. طبعا this is on topic detail بيوصف الجاردن والpassage بيوصف الجاردن وده details زيادة بيقول الميزة في الجاردن. A. It explains why the ability of community gardens to provide access to fresh food is so important. And finally, question number 44, which concludes the passage. وهنا قلنا إجابة D. في البداية بنتكلم عن commercial development وإزاي community garden ممكن يأثر بكتير قوي وده من main ideas. So this was test 15 review. Thank you for watching. You can learn anything. Mr. Sima out.